guys, so this is MARAS. Alright guys, so on our way to MARAS, we just stopped by this place that sells Peruvian clothing, locally made from people in the countryside, and it looks pretty nice, so let's check it out. That's this.
When we speak Quechua, it's easy for us to learn English, French, Japanese, Dutch. Gladys.
Es similar a la yuca, this one no yuca, una yaca, ¿ya? Lo voy a rayar en esta ralladora. Anteriormente nosotros también con esta raíz nosotros nos lavamos nuestro cabello, así previene el crecimiento de cabello. Una broma para ustedes si es demasiado tarde. Esta sartana no hace milagros, solo previene. ¿Ya? Después de este proceso lo filtramos así de esta manera y incaico, ¿ya? Shampoo incaico, no pisco sabor, ¿ya? Va a ser su primer baño.
Sí, gracias.
Pero sí. Después de este proceso pasamos al proceso del teñido. Para los colores morados utilizamos el maíz morado. Los granos nosotros utilizamos para esa chicha morada o la mazamorra morada, ¿ya? For the color purple, for the color blue, as flowers, ¿ya? Para los colores amarillos utilizamos la flor de retama y la flor de cuyi. Las barbas de la roca, más conocidos como las barbas de Fidel Castro. For the color orange, mousse, ¿ya? For the color green, eucalyptus, no cocalyptus, ¿ya? For the color red, we use Inca cochinilla, ¿ya? Una pregunta. El primer color de la cochinilla. ¿Ya? Un color Inca cochinilla, ¿ya? El primer color.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, y para
it's the same color as my
más claros,
bracelet that I got yesterday.
Y nosotros no utilizamos paraguas o plásticos para cubos, nosotros lo utilizamos así de esta manera, ¿ya? Nosotros realizamos en nuestra manta, es según nuestra convivencia diaria, ¿ya? This is in Quechua, Cusco, ¿ya? Zigzag, this is a zigzag, this one a month, ¿ya? Y el zigzag nos representa las montañas o a los apus que tenemos aquí en Chinchero. Y este nos representa el calendario Inca. Después de hacer el diseño, nosotros lo ponemos así de por acá, por este lado, perdón. Así.
Va entrando,
exacto.
se pasa otra vez, vuelve.
It's kind of like the table setup she showed us, and it all starts with the yarn from the animal that they take, they dip it in water, and then they scrub it using a grater. Then it goes back into water, and then they let whatever's left over dry out, and it becomes more of a cleaner yarn like this. And then what they do is a whole coloring process. So the same way as content creators color grade their videos and photos, they color grade their yarn with a bunch of different things. So for example, they explain that to get the yellow yarn like this, they use some sort of flower. For blue yarn, they use this, which is like a flower that grows. And for like a purple morada color, they use purple corn, which goes in the same drink that I love so much, chicha morada. It's like a corn juice. And when it comes to red, they use this, so there's this cactus that has this parasite inside, and they break it, and it turns into red. I actually took a recording of Andrea. She had it on her hand, and with that, they can make yarn. And as you can see, there's different shades. So what they do is they take lemon juice and they scrub it in, and it makes a different shade of red. And that red can be used to color yarn. It could also be used for lipstick. It's very interesting. And after that, they stretch out the wires here. And then what they do is they weave them using this, which is like a very artisanal weaver. That's the process. And in the end, what you have is all the color samples that they can make with. It's like, well, I was filming, Andrea was finding herself a bit of style at the gift shop.
And this is like handmade, I think, but it looks very cute.
Yeah, the scarf looks really nice. And with nice. Yes. Cutting through fashion with Inca swag. There you go. So what are your thoughts on this experience and seeing the process that goes behind?
I loved it. I was actually waiting to see this. I did ask our tour guide if this was happening. He said it was, but yesterday when we went to another tour, it didn't happen, so I was a bit like low-key sad. But it was great because you can see what they use. They were funny, which I think is great, and they spoke English too, so I really liked it. So if you guys are coming down here, this is a must.
But yeah, like the lady had a really good sense of humor. Yeah, so great experience here learning about all of this. Hey guys, so we just arrived at Moray. So long story short, this place is like an agricultural experimentation by the Incas. But it's basically a set of terraces that the Incas designed to grow crops on different levels. So between the first level and the bottom level, there's a temperature difference of about 15 degrees. And you have a bunch of like layers, floors basically between that, where you can grow different types of crops that need certain temperatures and lighting. So actually it's pretty spectacular. Like the Incas didn't have modern agricultural technologies, GMOs or chemicals or things to make things grow, but they had solutions, and this is a great example of it. Alright guys, so this is Moray. So you can kind of glimpse the terraces. But yeah, so they were designed by the Incas with incredible precision for the technology they had at the time. Yeah, so they would use those different levels to grow crops. And at the bottom you can have crops that need colder temperatures or shield from the sun, because around us are mountains, and it's pretty insane that they just, they set up a project. Hey, we're gonna pick this mountain, we're gonna dig a bunch of holes, and we're gonna dig circular terraces on each level to grow stuff. Pretty impressive.
Es en el año de 1438 y todo el proyecto o la ejecución de las obras.
Yeah, so our guy gave us more background on how Moray worked in politics in Peru. So basically food was, to command this civilization, you needed to have control over the food. And so what they did is they used this as a laboratory to be able to perfect their agriculture and improve their control of the people. So what they would do is they would try a crop on a certain level. If it didn't work, they would try another season on another level, etc. So pretty innovative. Just walking down, you really see the scale of it. Like, it's just massive. Like, so many terraces, so many walls. Like, you just imagine these people didn't have the internet, they didn't have Wikipedia, they didn't have a bunch of resources to see what grows where, and they just had to test it out. So they just dug this whole big thing out to see for themselves, really. Yeah, so over here they have the main terrace, which is kind of like two terraces fused together. And they said, yeah, let's make another one, you know? So they made another smaller one here. And I believe there's another one further there, right by that peak. It is pretty massive. It is a sight to behold. If you're considering coming to Peru, and even more if you're like a fan of agriculture or if you're into those things, it is a must-see. It is really big and pretty interesting. Alright, so we just finished up at Moray and now we're on our way to MARAS.
And the sun will evaporate the water, will crystallize the salt. In a month, just consider 30 days. Solamente con... Yes? So 10 times in 30 days. O sea, 10 veces en un mes. La primera capa que se forma, encima de esta, se forma, on top of it, the pink salt. Like this. So, the last day, the white salt.
Hola chicos, so we just got dropped off at a little shop before the MARAS mines, and our guide kind of explained to us how the salt works. So basically MARAS is like a salt mine that's like also terraces where there's salt water that comes up from underground, and they channel it into pools so that they can dry in the sun, and then the salt can be harvested in about 30 days. So this is what a downscale model of the mines look like. And there's three different types of salt that they showed us. It's, green, kind of medicinal salt. Pink salt, which is used especially for like barbecue. And lastly, you have table salt, which is really good for cooking and for just general salt use. Our guide said that his favorite is the green salt, because this one is used for medicinal purposes. Like if you have bad joints, you could use them to make like a bath, which really helps with his legs, because I guess he walks around. So yeah, this place is salty as hell. Finished going down from MARAS, and it's very nice. Basically, our tour guide told us that this mine had been operational since the time of the Incas. It's still operational as a cooperative, which is really cool. So basically, this place belongs to the community, and they extract salt for the local region and for export internationally. Actually, this salt has about 3 times the potency as sea salt, which is pretty incredible. And so now the communities, they export these to countries such as they export it to countries in Oceania, Australia, and also to some restaurants in New York, which is really cool. And it's perched like right here on the mountain, which is crazy. And they rely pretty much on physical labor, and so it's pretty incredible because some of these bags of salt that they carry around are like 60 kilos. So much backbreaking work, but people do it. People are proud of it. People love that this is still part of their culture because it speaks to their Inca traditions that have been passed down to them. And honestly, it's really cool to be here. The privilege of being able to see this today, almost the same way as it was in the time of the Incas, is pretty incredible. So yeah, feast your eyes. Hey guys, so this is MARAS.
This is what God, look at these like tiny things. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's mostly for a false sense of security.
Take a break, enjoy the landscapes. I will let you know.
Alright guys, so we just arrived back in Cusco from MARAS. Had a nice little car ride. Spoke to a guy next to me who was from France, and he really enjoyed his trip to Peru and gave us a few recommendations for things to try at restaurants. So yeah, so we'll check it out, and picked up some swag. Leave a comment down below if you think I should get another one. Hey guys, so we checked the calorie count and we were a bit low, so we decided to stop for dinner at this place called Organika. Yeah, it looks really good, so we checked the menu and we're actually going to try some new stuff today. Alright, so we got a few new drinks today. We got the Exotic, which is a strawberry, papaya, and passion fruit, and it's pretty refreshing. And next we have the Jungle Mix, which is a mix of orange, cucumber, and a fruit called Copoazu, if I say it correctly, which is a fruit that grows typically in the Peruvian jungle, and it makes for a very refreshing drink as well. Oh yeah, that's bomb. Yep, after a day of walking and a lot of sweating and a lot of headaches, a juice like this helps a lot, especially with the altitude. What do you say?
Yeah, they are so refreshing. Thank you.
So the menu options for tonight are, we have Andrea, who has a quinoa with a Peruvian yellow pepper mixed in with other vegetables. And on my end, we got, on the side we have fettuccine, and the main course is alpaca actually. Yeah, something I kind of wanted to try. I'm a bit skeptical about it because it's alpaca, but we'll see. Alright, so I guess we'll get straight into the main course. So the meat is kind of lighter than I thought, just from a first look of it. I don't know if you can see if it'll focus. Yeah, it's a bit lighter than I expected, but let's see how it tastes. Like the color and the taste feel kind of like a cross between pork and beef, but I mean, it tastes pretty solid. It comes with like this brown gravy or a meat sauce, and it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I would definitely recommend trying it at least once. All right, well, I guess we tried alpaca. All right, so it seems like Andrea hasn't tried alpaca yet, so you've heard it from me. I mean, I kind of liked it, but let's see what her impression is.
I'm scared. Pobre alpaca. Don't eat it. They're dying for you to try to taste it. It's not bad. It doesn't really taste like meat. I don't know. Like pork and meat and I don't know, it's a weird taste. But I'm pretty sure like once you're used to it, it's like beef.
But yeah, so I do have some, I do enjoy the dish. It tastes really good. But I do have some reservations about the fact that it's an alpaca that I'm eating right now. We've been told by a few people on this trip that we should at least try it, and I always go by the motto of try before you deny. So yeah, I recommend trying it at least once if it's something you're interested in. But yeah, it might be the last one that I try because of, well, I love alpacas, so. Alright, so lunch is done and now we're going to a place called Siete Borreguitos, and it looks really cool, but man, the walk there is just uphill. Like if this is leveled, yeah, we got a nice little incline. Oh, fun times in Cusco. We're almost there, guys. Almost. You okay? Almost there. But oh wow, the views. Insane. Wow guys, the view here is insane. You can kind of tell by the amount of locals. It is a well-respected spot. Oh wow, just look at that.
Juliet, tu mamá. Juliet, tu mamá.
See a plane land from here. I don't know if you see that white light. Wow. These are Drake level views. Yep. Oh, car. So guys, I think we found it.
Don't leave us.
Alright, so at least we found the place. It's like a nice little side street. It's pretty quaint. Oh, I think I might see some gardens over there that might be interesting. Let's go take a look. Stopped by a pharmacy and we just found they have some coca and muña candies. Hey guys, so some closing thoughts on the day. So Siete Borreguitos was nice but pretty quiet. But man, what a day. From MARAS, Moray, seeing how people make textiles here, to sunset views over the city, to trying alpaca for the first time. It was a pretty big and dense day. As much as I'd like tomorrow to be an easier day and more relaxed where we can just catch up on our rest, tomorrow we got a big day coming. We're going to be getting up at 4 a.m. To take a transport towards Laguna Humantay, which is a beautiful glacier lake surrounded by mountains. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and looking forward to showing you guys what it's all about, more on Peru's natural beauty, I guess. So gonna get some rest, so thanks for following along and have a good one. Cheers.